Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X, looking at Chinese drama land in the past week. Let's start with the end of last week. We had Fei Tian Cheng, another major television award happening in China. If you want to find out all the details, just Google and you will find the list. And here I'll just mention, for the Best Actor and Best Actress, it went to Lei Jiayin for his performance in 人世间, Best Actress. It went to Zhao Liying for her performance in 风吹半夏. In her age range and her particular generation of actress, who would usually be referred to within China as the 85 flowers. Getting this award is definitely something that would be great for her fandoms and herself, but in terms of is it gonna change anything she already has and add a lot more? Probably not, but it's good to have because the other girls and the other flowers don't have this. And this week particularly, it's IQiyi's big meeting. Earlier on, around April or something, they did one big event. They just did another one to cover the rest of 24 and a lot of 2025 of their projects. So today's video will be very IQiyi heavy, but before that, let's talk about these couple of season 2 projects. Probably closest to today, around mid-October, a drama is supposed to start shooting, and it's not the season 2, it's the season 3, and you know which one it is. Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty. The team is in pre-production, and I think the lead actor, they're doing other projects, still shooting. After they finish that drama, they will go straight into shooting the 3rd season of Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty around mid-October. IQiyi is aiming at putting the drama out around this time next year. And let's see how many great fighting scenes we can get out of this new season. Then, IQiyi also announced they intend to make the 2nd season of a drama I really liked when it aired, 关于唐医生的一切, Dr. Tang, that was led by Qin Lan and Wei Daxun. It's not one of those dramas that was super popular and hot. Not that many people have watched it. But I think for people who have watched the drama, there's very little complaint. So I really enjoyed that drama, and I'm really happy to hear they're making a 2nd season. They haven't said exactly when or even is it gonna keep all the original cast, which I do hope they do. It wouldn't make sense if you make the 2nd season of Dr. Tang and it's no longer Qin Lan and Wei Daxun. Then by the end of this year, likely around December, they're gonna start to shoot the 2nd season of 警察荣誉, Ordinary Greatness, the police station drama that also did really well, was led by Wang Jingchun, Zhang Ruoyun, Bai Lu. It's gonna be a 2nd season of this story, still gonna be about this police station. It definitely will still feature Zhang Ruoyun and Bai Lu. I hope they still feature all the other actors. Xu Kaicheng, who knows? The house collapsing situation he's had in the last couple of years. So whether he's gonna end up in the 2nd season, we don't know. Right now, the news is just these 2 actors will be on board, and then it will be still the same scriptwriter for the 2nd season. Then, before we dive into the IQiyi trailer C, let's first talk about a couple of other projects. There's a new drama that has just started shooting. It's from IQiyi. It is supposed to be 36 episodes set in Mingguo, but this time it's not a espionage drama. It's called 闻香记. English title is Scent of Women, and it's about 3 sisters whose father used to be a big businessman, and then they lost their family's business, and the 3 sisters are trying to rebuild that family legacy. So it's focused on business world of Mingguo time, and I guess the most attractive thing would be the ensemble cast of the 3 sisters. The eldest sister is going to be played by Liu Tao. Second sister is going to be played by Lan Yingying, and the youngest one is going to be played by Zhang Yaqing. The drama is set in the 1930s, Tianjin. Thank heavens, not Shanghai again, right? Finally, we pick a different big city. Main male actors would be Dai Xu, Sun Yan. Sun Yan is currently in the IQiyi espionage drama Dark Knight and Dawn. He's doing pretty well. So looking at the casting of this drama, I'm already intrigued. All 3 of them have their very special quality. I'd say other actresses cannot replace in Chinese drama land. They're very unique. So combined, cannot wait to see how interesting that's gonna be. Then we have 2 more period dramas that have started shooting this week. First is a one called Haihun Xing, Marquis of Haihun, and it's gonna be led by Mao Zijun, Huang Zhiying. Very curious about how they're gonna make this work. Because if you look at the synopsis, it's talking about a contemporary person played by Mao Zijun, who time travels back into Han Dynasty, a real historical dynasty, meeting a real historical figure, Marquis of Haihun, Haihun Hou, Liu He. And this guy is really, really famous in Han Dynasty. one thing for current people to know is he has a huge tomb that happens to be excavated and found, produced so many highly valuable historical artifacts. On the other hand, this is a very unique imperial family of Han Dynasty member who had extreme ups and downs as a political figure in his lifetime. This is a real historical time, which means technically you can't do that these days in Dramaland because historical dramas based on real historical figures get really strict censorship. And you cannot fabricate things that happens to them that is not in historical record. That's kind of like a rule. And you have a contemporary person time travels back into Han Dynasty and meeting that guy and actually do a lot of quite interesting political innovations. How would that go with censorship? Then the other one is a lot more normal, a lot more expected, and in many ways completely unexciting. It's called Jia Ou Tian Cheng, not having English title yet. It's gonna be on IQiyi, and the Chinese title just means great couple. It's like made by heaven. Okay, so it's a romantic love story. It's a period fantasy idol drama. It's going to be led by Ren Jialun and Wang Herun. And the good news about that is the director is Guo Hu. I mean, he's done okay period dramas. For example, that one, that actually did quite well. Although, personally, I am not a huge fan of it. And then he's done catastrophically failure drama, contemporary one, also last year. This guy is directing this drama that is pretty much featuring everybody from Huanrui, the company. And then if you look at the synopsis, holy shit, it's such an old trope. The girl is from the good side, the heavenly, the xian, whatever. The guy is like supposedly from the bad side. Like the two, whatever race or whatever, they're at war, and then they would love each other and come together and solve all the problems for all the sanjie and just make peace with all the realms and then so boring. You cannot tell me if you've watched any amount of Chinese fantasy idol drama, you're not tired of this type of character setup and story setting. So these are the ongoing projects. Now let's go to this week. IQiyi went crazy about releasing trailers on projects they have. Some of those dramas, because they've already promoted it so many times, released so much stuff. It's yet another simple one so I'm not going to mention. And there are also a couple of projects I think it's so early on at their sort of production stage. Let's wait till later because there's no way that the drama is going to show up until later half of 25 even. First, let's talk about the collection of contemporary dramas. And first, starting with something I cannot wait. Second season of 猎罪图鉴 Under the Skin. They've released this week a proper trailer for the second season, actually telling you the important plot points, character development, and it's mostly centered around the character played by Tan Jianci, Shen Yi. And the trailer kind of is talking about they're gonna go deep into his character background, and you're gonna see the dark side of this Rao, and it's gonna affect his work at the police station because he has a lot of personal demons to deal with. You kind of see the hint at the end of first season already, so not surprising, and by all means bring it on. He can play this type of role, and it will be a lot more attractive than the happy, gentle, sunny ones. Next, polar opposite, contemporary soap romantic drama 冬至 Love Song in Winter. It's led by Huang Jingyu and Sun Qian. It's a romantic story. I can't even look at the trailer and hold back my laugh because the trailer skin smooth both actors so over the toply. If you think about Tencent tend to make people overexposed, and then Youku tends to very skin smooth people. This time in this IQiyi contemporary romantic drama, unbelievable, unseen level of smoothing. Rarely skin smooth can scare me, but this time it did. Then last week we talked about a short drama that has gotten a license, and that's the 14 episodes IQiyi drama 借命而生 Alive for a Life that will feature Qin Hao, Han Geng, Shi Pengyuan, Zhong Chuxi. This week a trailer comes around. It doesn't really tell you the plot. Very MV music video, timed to the beats of the music, giving you a vibrant sense of what the story is like type of trailer. Since the drama is technically ready to air, very likely happening before the end of this year. Another crime drama of totally different undertone, also coming from IQiyi, released a proper trailer this time. That makes you kind of really want to watch it. 低智商犯罪 still not having official English title, literally meaning low IQ, low intelligence, crime. It is led by Wang Xiao, Tian Xiwei, and it's actually a comedy. There is this group of criminals who are trying to do criminal things, but they do it in such a failure and funny way. While on the police side, you also feature a group of police who are doing it in this really highly comical way. Wang Xiao seems like the leader police on this case. Tian Xiwei would be one of those younger police women. If you don't know, Tian Xiwei, the actress, actually previously before she was an actress, she was a weightlifter. Totally surprising, isn't it? So, I mean, for her to fight other people, at least I think she can throw a punch for sure. If you look at the trailer I'll put up here, you can tell this is a heavy comedy crime story that's gonna be filled with ridiculous scenes and moments and beats. And actually, it makes me really want to watch it now because I think it will be very different. Then we have a contemporary drama releasing its first proper trailer, and it's led by Zhao Liying and Ying Fang. 在人间, what a wonderful world. I think I've talked about this project when I started shooting, and this is done, and it's just in post-production or waiting to air or getting through censorship and all that. And very intriguing story. I also look forward to this one because first it's these two people playing, and I would want to see them in a proper, very realism-heavy contemporary drama. And then you look at the plot, it's so unique. You don't have another one that's like this in Chinese dramaland, which is talking about basically the male lead character played by Yin Fang. He has multiple personalities he's not aware of. He doesn't know any of his other personalities, and supposedly he has 6. Among those 6 personalities, there's one who's very dominant, which would be played by Zhao Liying. So actually, Zhao Liying is Yin Fang, but she is not aware that she does not exist for real. She thinks she's a completely real person, and she got used by the psychiatrist of the male lead to drive out the other 5 personalities. And she thought she's doing it for herself, but till the end of it, she found out that she is the last one she needs to destroy so that the real person can have a normal life. It's not like we haven't seen this type of movies for sure in the world, but in dramas and in Chinese dramas, I can't think of another one. With the 7 years like I've been doing this on YouTube, I can't think of another drama that has like any of this type of setup similarly. So this is definitely another project that I'll keep on my watch list, and I do hope they can air it. If not this year, earlier next year, maybe make it happen. Moving on, we have a couple more contemporary dramas. They're all of the crime, detective, thriller, mystery genre. First, a drama that has just started shooting not so long ago. I don't even know if they finished shooting it. The 16 episodes crime drama 漂白. Literal meaning would be bleaching, but the English title officially is Drifting Away. And it's crime drama led by Wang Qianyuan, Zhao Jingmai, Guo Jingfei. And Wang Qianyuan will be playing the bad guy. Guo Jingfei will be playing the good guy. And Zhao Jingmai is a young girl who kind of got caught up in the middle of this crime, and probably a lot of personal struggle stories too. If you look at the trailer, you kind of get the vibe. I think the story is semi-based on real things that has happened in north of China. The time looks like late 90s, early 2000s. It could be off by a bit, but it's not now. It's like some time ago. At least it looks like a really proper crime drama. The next one also looks pretty exciting. Another 16 episodes IQiyi crime drama, and we've talked about this multiple times before. 正当防卫, justifiable defense. And this time the trailer really completely tells you exactly what happens. It's led by Zhang Luyi, Gao Ye, and Bai Jingting. And it's a story about a prosecutor played by Zhang Luyi. Many years ago, he was on the case where a young man is involved in a murder. The young man pled for justifiable self-defense, and he didn't let it get through. Young man went into prison, and many years later, he got out of the prison. And then this prosecutor himself ended up in a case where he killed somebody, but he would say that's self-defense. And then it becomes a case where he's now a prisoner. Bai Jingting's role now is out of prison. A person now who's basically sitting on the outside of the prison cell and telling you, why back then I couldn't get self-defense and now you should get it. And then Gao Ye is playing a current working prosecutor who is on this case, and to find out whether it is a planned murder under the cover of justifiable defense, or whether it's really a self-defense case. So that looks like a very highly dramatic and interesting story. I hope they can air this drama before the end of this year. Let's not wait till 2025 for this to happen. And these are the contemporary dramas I want to mention. Let's talk about then the almost all finished making and can come out probably sooner than you think period dramas. First, 大生意人. The first title it had in English was The Tycoon. Now they changed the title to Legend of the Magnet. It's still the same story, led by Chen Xiao and Sun Qian. It's set at the end of Qing Dynasty. It's not yet Mingguo. Everybody still has the Qing Dynasty hairstyle in the drama, and it's talking about this business person started from a humble background and fought his way up to the top of the business food chain. Epic personal history story under this turbulent historical time background. Looks just like a proper serious historical period drama. Moving on to the next one, this would be the drama set that I happen to walk on to. 念无双, A Moment But Forever, period drama, 36 episodes, led by Tang Yan and Liu Xueyi. We've seen quite a few different things from this drama. This time it's a new trailer we haven't seen before, and it just looks very typical period fantasy idol drama where, well, Liu Xueyi looks like Liu Xueyi and Tang Yan looks like Tang Yan. I don't know what to say. For this type of drama, it is what it is, right? If you hope like it can suddenly do something that nobody has ever seen before in the genre, like lesser likely to happen than say tomorrow suddenly Concord went back online and Sony decided to invest more money into the game, you know? So these two things are almost equal in its possibilities on our timeline. The next three trailers of next three period idol fantasy dramas will definitely consolidate your feeling if you don't believe in what I say, because they happen back to back. They released all the trailers together, and you look at these three trailers and no sane person can hold back their laughter when they look at those three trailers together, because they are 仙台有树, Love of the Divine Tree, led by Deng Wei and Xiang Hanzhi, 书卷一梦, A Dream Within a Dream, 穿越, like going into book type of situation drama, led by Li Yitong, Liu Yuning, and Wang Youshou. 临江仙, period fantasy drama, not having English title yet, led by Bai Lu and Zheng Shunxi. They all featured male lead and female lead, or like male second, like all the leads poking each other to death. 仙台有树, Love of Divine Tree, Deng Wei digging Xiang Hanzhi's heart out. Then in 临江仙, you will see Bai Lu stabbing Zheng Shunxi, white-haired version, in his chest, like in his heart. Moving on to 书卷一梦, which is going into the book situation, and it's a comedy. Put it up here, you just look at it yourself. They have this recycle symbol of I stab you, you stab me, and then he stabs you, and it like they end up in a triangle of stabbing each other. I know it's from the original novel, okay? I've been told that this actually comes from the book, and it's a ridiculous moment because this is like traveling into book, and then you have this weird special effect of them going around in circles, and it's like time explodes and then they end up in a different place. And I know it's a comedy setup, that's why they shot that sequence, but even as a comedy it's too much, particularly when you've seen the other trailers that's been released by the same platform on the same day. I kill you, you kill me. It's like it can't help like digging your heart out. And then in this one, to make it go up another level, you just have people stabbing each other in the triangle. When you actually see it in the drama's plot, it may not look that ridiculous, but I can't help laughing. What kind of mental state people would have to keep to keep putting out stories that have this type of thing? I just feel so bad for most of the actors these days who are by all means adults in their late 20s, early 30s. They're like all adults in this contemporary 20s world now, and yet to make a living they dress up and then they play this type of story that even a primary school kid would start to wince at. And it's like, what is that? Like, I don't know how you should term them. Definitely not art, not even entertainment. I don't know, jokes filmed with 4K camera and Dolby Vision. Sometimes you just want to press the button of fast forward for timeline of the world and just go ahead 200 years and just skip the next 200 years because you know it's going to be ridiculous. That's going to be the end of this video. Thank you for watching Avenue X. If you want to hear me talk about a little bit about the game Black Myth Wukong and then a couple of other ongoing dramas right now in Chinese drama, you can check out my Thursday live stream that has just happened. It's long, I know. I didn't even time code it because I was all over the place. It's just me talking for 3 hours. Please take care. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.